It's not the prettiest place on earth. As you descend the surrounding mountains, Lourdes actually looks like a terrifying place from Lord of the Rings. It's rugged and beautiful in that respect. But when you go to the center, it's actually, well, now it looks nice, but in the past, it was a very brutal place. Lourdes can be absolutely freezing cold and terribly hot, often on the same day. And the center of this pilgrimage is a very large rock, ancient, prehistoric, known as Sept. There was nothing lovely about it. In fact, the area was a garbage dump, a pig pen, and from all the runoff from the mills located in the town was a collecting point for all manner of unwanted things. This was not a tourist destination. And yet, in this brutal, ugly place, Mary appeared in the rock, in the grotto. But it wasn't unfamiliar to her. It recalled that cave that doubled as a stable back in Bethlehem. It must have seemed like the hill country of Judea she once climbed to her cousin Elizabeth. It may have reminded her of that rocky terrain she imagined during her son's 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. And I'm sure it reminded her of a rocky outcrop called Golgotha, where she saw her son's final agony. And it was a rock with its rolled-back stone that he arose in glorious triumph. No, the rock of Sept was no strange place to the Mother of God. And that is the great message of Lourdes, now just as it was back then. It is the great proclamation of hope in the hard places. Mary is the shining reflection of the gospel possibility of conversion to penance, of processing from the ruins of our best efforts to the house of God. It boldly asks sinners to pray for sinners. And we are invited to come to a stone-cold rock to wash in the life-giving waters. And all of this is communicated to us human beings, influenced by the effects of original sin, by what Wordsworth called our tainted nature's solitary boast, the Immaculate Conception. Doesn't that sound nice? And yet, not one word about healing. Mary said nothing about the one thing Lourdes is most famous for. Bernadette herself was a prime candidate to go on any pilgrimage to Lourdes. Her childhood illnesses, thyroid condition, learning disabilities, name it, she had it. But no, it wasn't even a consideration. Even with all her personal difficulties and struggles, Bernadette, not healed by the very waters that she unearthed in that hard and brutal place, she could still call it my heaven. I think It's completely understandable to ask, even with a tinge of anger, touched with frustration, why it had and still has to be this way. Was it a self-delusion to convince ourselves to find the grace of God in such a terrible place? How many ask God why so few among so many who go to that rocky grotto find what they came for? And God's answer, it can be as quiet and cold as Masabiel itself. And yet, year after year, millions come. You know why? Because we know it doesn't work that way. When we touch the rock, when we take the water, we're not looking for magic. We're not looking for a God who is Santa God. Dear God, I haven't sinned too badly. I didn't kill anyone. So here's what I want. I've been a really good boy or girl this year. Please give me what I want. Thank you. Bye-bye. God's not an ATM. Here, Lord, I've given you 3, count them, 3 rosaries. So could you now help me win the lottery? No. It's mystery, not magic. Mary smiles in that grotto, and she is reflecting the Creator who made her just as much as he made that rock. Bernadette, kneeling before Mary who smiles, is there as she is, made by the God who made the rock, who made all else. If he made the mountains and valleys, why would we ever think that he didn't make the mountains and valleys in ourselves? You know, when it comes to Lourdes, when it comes to this whole thing, it can sound very pious and very pretty. But here's the thing. It actually happens to be true. The message of Lourdes is not a lottery where only a few lucky ones win the healing they came to seek. It doesn't ask us to use our faith to ignore the difficulties and come up instead with some self-affirming attitude. No, it's a rock-solid message of the mercy of God, because the mercy of God is seen in the rock-hard soul of the human being. Sin and sickness tend to deform and incapacitate the human landscape. God in his healing mercy can be found there. One of the most beautiful of the Psalms, we pray it Mondays in daytime prayer, is Psalm 40. And I think it is for those who come to Our Lady of Lourdes, by praying or by prayer, it becomes the pilgrim psalm of this great place, this great moment of mercy. I waited for the Lord, and he stooped down to me. He heard my cry. He drew me from the deadly pit, from the miry clay, and he set my feet upon a rock. So yes, Mary, today, not in Lourdes, but in Connecticut, our feet, like yours, are firmly planted on the rock, whether it is of our own making or some uninvited formation. We know its brutal strength, and we see your embracing hope. Your smile in the grotto reflected the Creator's care, even in a place like that. We are here today asking the grace to see that smile, even in the rock-hard difficulties we endure, whether others see them or not, whether we fully embrace them or not. But there you are, the Immaculate Conception. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.